biodiversity in India, it's mega diverse country. Like 8% of the total species of the world is found in India. There are more than 80,000 species of uh, fauna, 47,000 plus species of flora, and the 10% of flora and 20% of fauna are threatened species. Of course, we also know that Africa is also very rich in its forests, like diverse animals, then plants, flora, fauna, and marine biodiversity that provide the critical ecosystem services. Right. Now, ecology of India, like we have a very dense forest, around 45,000 plants, then, in the lilies, lotus, coming to the floral plants, lilies and lotus cover all freshwater swamps. And lotus is the national flower of our country. Okay, something like I have just tried to find out something from Nigeria also. Diversity of the country's natural ecosystems ranges from savanna to mountain forest. You have rich seasonal floodplain environments, rainforest, vast freshwater swamp forest, and diverse coastal vegetation. And Nigeria's Niger Delta contains the largest tract of mangrove in Africa. We have, India is known, as I told you, it has a lot of insects, reptiles, birds, and peacocks. Like, peacock is a national bird of our country. Then we have mammals, we have aquatic animals. For example, just want to, this picture you are showing, the bottom one, that is a, picture of Chilika Lake, which is in India, in the state of Orissa. And, it is the large Asia's biggest saltwater lake. You'll find, lot of dolphins over there. You'll find migratory birds. So usually, this not now, because now it is quite hot. The weather is quite hot, but usually in the month of December, January, you'll find all the migratory birds. And this Chilka Lake, you can consider the eco tourism spot also. Not much hotels are there, but some tents are there, guest houses are there, small hotels are there. So, but now they are trying to provide with lot of facilities, because it can generate revenue, because usually the foreign travelers, they come to India to see this dolphins, and especially the migratory birds. Then coming to environmental concerns, we know that environmental concerns will include overpopulation, then pollution, because then you have waste disposal, you also have climatic change, then global warming, then the greenhouse effect also. So this greenhouse effect is basically it you can say it occurs when the gases in the Earth's atmosphere trap the sun's heat, and then it makes the earth more warmer, more hotter. So obviously there is lot of vandalism is going on. Loots are resulted in environmental degradation, deforestation. So these are really lead to loss of environmental wealth. This is very important also. Like India lost over 10% of recorded forests in the 40 years of freedom. Then of course we need to conserve the nature, that is very important. So there are there are some protected areas, national parks, sanctuaries, world heritage sites around these areas, which are being taken care of. And in India we celebrate the world natural, I mean it's not in India, throughout the world, it's the world natural conservation day that is being celebrated on 28th of July. And this day, usually the schools, colleges, various organizations, they celebrate the day by, planting trees in their campus. Maybe in schools they plant trees, and colleges they plant trees. So that is how they celebrate. Of course, there are many, various environmental protection programs are being practiced, like both at the individual level, at the you can say at the organization level, at the national level. So the objective is to establish a balance between man and the environment. Okay. Then coming to seasonality and destinations. So basically seasonality is a measure of it's a measurable feature with significant social and economic impacts. And of course, there are many places where you will find fluctuations of tourists at a destination because tourist movement in the whole of the world is influenced by climatic seasons. And tourist professionals must be very well equipped to answer queries related to weather. Suppose if I ask you when is the best place to visit Nigeria, so you would let me know, madam, this is the best place you can visit this time and all. So I can make the plans. So similarly, whenever you become a tourist profession, you should have all this information because the climate of any particular region is determined by its geographical location. Now, movement of people, this is like, people usually they usually move to the cooler places like mountains and beach resorts during the summer months, whereas they would prefer love to move to a warmer area during the winters. So our study, says that the peak tourist season in India is from October to March, and the lean tourist season, that is the off season, you can also see the tourist flow is less, especially from the month of April to June because it is followed by warm weather, hot climate, plus rainy season is also there. And that is FTA. FTA means foreign tourist arrivals. In March 2022, that was around more than 3 lakhs. That is the foreign tourist arrivals. You can imagine. So that was more than 3 lakhs 42,000 in India, with a positive growth rate of 177.9% as compared to 1,23,000 in March 2021. Because of the COVID 2020, 2020, there was the flow of tourists was comparatively less in 2020 and 2021, but again it has come up in the year 2022. So this information I had given you is foreign tourist arrivals. This is all the statistics that has been covered by the Indian statistics, that is ministry under the Ministry of Tourism, Government of India. You can just go to the website, as I told you, there is Indian tourism statistics. You can download and you'll find all information. Which are the destinations to be covered, maximum tourist visit from which country, which places, what is the gender, male or female, which then what is the revenue generated. So you'll find all the information. I have just tried to capture a very small portion of that because I know it is not possible for me to cover all this. But yes, I can give you the information. You should ensure that it is being done. Right? 1 minute. Huh? Yes, madam. हम्म, बोलिए. ठीक है. ओके. ओके. ठीक है. ओके. नहीं नहीं, ठीक है, मैं आके आपसे ले लूँगी. ठीक है. ओके. ओके. थैंक यू सर. uh, Sorry, huh? So this is yes. Now coming to this tourism satellite account, that is a TSA. This is an accounting methodology that is being used by the United Nations to quantify the goods and services related to tourism. And this travel and tourism also created around more than 79.86 million jobs. And in terms of GDP also during the 2019 to 2020, tourism contributed 5.19% both direct as well as indirect. And all these informations had been taken from the Ministry of Tourism, Tourism Statistics 2020. 22. The tourism statistics of 2023 is still not yet published. So this is the current statistics which is there in the website of Ministry of Tourism. And we are very proud to say also that India's ranking in the Global Travel and Tourism Development Index, that is TTDI, is the 54th in 2021. Now, when we talk about festival seasons and all, the Indian calendar is dotted with hundreds of tales as well as festivals, and this has become a source of great tourist attraction in recent years. Like these are the just few festivals I have mentioned, like the Holi of Mathura and Vrindavan. This Holi is known as the festival of colors. We all play with colors, and this is a national festival. Like India has around 28 states and 8 union territories. Each state has their own festivals, fairs, and all. But some festivals are celebrated throughout the country. So those are the national festivals. So Holi is also one of the national festival, and it is known as the Festival of Colors. Okay, then we have it will take place like this. We are in the month of Feb. It will be in the month of March. It's coming. Then we have this Pongal festival that takes place in the Tamil Nadu state. That was just last month. We had this celebrated. Then another Mela, this takes place in West Bengal. That is the Posh Mela at Shantiniketan. Then we have the Nongkrimi, Meghalaya. Now coming to the destination management, marketing and employment. When we talk about destination, basically, you have to. It's a different. You can say different areas, different consist of coordination and management of all the elements that make up a tourist destination. So basically, it brings together all the stakeholders. Here, stakeholders means like in the local community. Then you have travel agents, the tour operators. Then they are basically the stakeholders. So these stakeholders they wanted to achieve the goal of developing that particular tourist destination, which should be well managed as well as sustainable visit destination. Okay, so the destination is to plan for the future, and of course should consider into taking few initiatives in like whether it's a social, economic, cultural, environmental risk and opportunities. Plus, I have already mentioned you there is something called carrying capacity. Carrying capacity is basically it is defined as the threshold limit of tourist traffic. Basically, every destination has a carrying capacity. If they can carry 1,000 people at a destination, but suppose during the weekend, it's 1,500 tourists will be arriving because during the weekend they prefer to go the beach, like resorts and all. So in that case, what happens? It can cause serious damage to the resources of the destination. So when we talk about destination management, proper marketing has to be there. There should be proper infrastructure planning. Then you should have proper networking, communication, conveyance. How the tourists will be the conveyance. All this has to be taken care of. Like for example, as I told you, hill stations they are usually overcrowded during summer. Whereas during the winter, they usually remain idle because everybody, because our country is usually I mean it's usually in the month of March. The summer season starts. February, you can say in February the summer season starts. So everybody wants to go usually in the month of April, May. It's too hot in India, so everybody wants to visit the hill station. So it has been, it has been observed that these hill stations are overcrowded during the summer season. But why it's remaining idle in winter? Because except tourists are very interested to see snowfalls and all, they may visit hill stations in winter. But therefore, the travel agents, the tour planners, the stakeholders, they should come up with some ideas, some programs, so that the during the winter season, the hill station does not even idle. At least some visitors has to be there. So excess demand during peak seasons is handled by overloading and temporary facilities, and temporary accommodations are handled during the peak seasons. Temporary accommodations are handled like you have tented accommodation, you have temporary hearts to meet the demands of the tourists. visiting at this peak seasons and at peak resorts like hill stations during summer season. So what happens? We need to have a strategy. Marketing strategies are being developed, which would how to identify the seasons, the capacities available at the destinations. There are different special off-season prices are being also being floated. Like suppose if you wanted to visit, suppose if I wanted to visit a Mauritius in a month, the price may be okay somewhat, but if I wanted to visit maybe after 5 months, so I would get a very cheap rate. So I'm going to give you an example. So if you that is what is happening, there are different rates. I mean that is being floated by different airlines. If you visit this destination, then special off-season prices will be given to you, will be offered to the tourists. So, developing and promoting also winter sport facilities at hill stations during the winter, and also providing discounts on room rates and other benefits so that they can attract the tourists. So, that is your marketing strategy, type of marketing strategy. And of course, when the inflow of tourists is also on the higher side, then it would also result in employment generating revenue as well as employment opportunities for the local community. And sudden changes in conditions affect job opportunities in tourism sector during peak season. Like especially if you go to the beaches, and it will be most of the time of the year you'll find those beaches are being thronged by tourists. But hill stations you will find more in the during the summer season. So that time the employment opportunities are also high, and the local communities, they also earn quite huge revenue from those sources. But you have to ensure that the other green season does not remain vacant. It does not remain idle. So what the tourist, I mean the online travel agents or or the tour operators, they come up with different packages to attract the tourists. Now, destination, when we talk about destinations, the destinations can be natural or man-made. I am aware that you all know what is natural and man-made. And in fact, the image of the destination depends on a variety of factors, like the host population, then what are the amenities that is being available in that particular area, the natural sound, surroundings, foods, etc. Image of the destination is very vital point. Image of the destination is neither constructed nor destructed overnight. So destination will become successful only when it offers regular services, and that should be efficient, convenient, and affordable prices. Okay. Now, this is some natural destinations of Africa. You have this Nile River, you have this Victoria Falls, then you have the Sahara Desert, you have the Mount Kilimanjaro. These are all natural destinations of Africa. But some man-made destinations, like in India, we have the Taj Mahal. We have the Eiffel Tower. So these are all man-made destinations. Coming to the next chapter, that is on maps and charts. Now, when we talk about maps and charts, the communication media, because it helps us to bring the vast world onto a table forms. You want to see just you want to see India map, you can just you want to see the Africa map, you want to see the Nigeria map. So everything has been lately customized, everything has been made very systematically, so that there is also the transfer speed of information, and this will also act as a research tool for helping in understanding geographic features. If you wanted to know what is the rainfall of the particular area, and if you want to know what is the temperature variations in India, we have this different hill stations. What is the temperature over there? Then if you want to drive, suppose if you are a solo traveler, you want to drive from a local into a plateau. So what would be the distance to be traveled? What would be the cost involved? So through maps and charts, you can identify. You can easily get all the informations. Okay. Now, this is, I just wanted to show you, this is how, what is the inbound tourism in India, what is the foreign tourist arrivals in 2022, what is the arrivals of NRIs in India, and what is the foreign exchange earnings. Everything is being shown through graph, graph plus we have this maps and all, charts and all. We have how gender-wise distribution, male, how much they have visited our country, I mean FTS, foreign tourist arrivals. So this is, it's showing this like foreign tourist arrivals from the top five markets. First maximum foreign tourist arrivals are from USA, then it is followed by Bangladesh, this is UK, then Canada, and then Nepal. And I just wanted to say you this all informations I have collected from the Ministry of Tourism brochure 2022. So it's my request to all of you, you please download that brochure. Then you will have a information, very vast information is there. And vast, not only the question of vast, all correct information is there, because this tourism is being handled by the Ministry of Tourism department. So they are, I know they are people, who are working for this, like researchers and all who are I mean, fully devoted to in collecting information. I just wanted to show you. See, you have here, Africa. You see the region, country of nationality Africa. From Egypt, number of arrivals 2017. This were the FTs, foreign tourist arrivals from Egypt. So the last 3 years, 5 years, they have shown 2017, 18, 19, 20, 21. See, you see in 2021 it was reduced. Even 2019 it was 21,000. But whereas in 2020, due to the pandemic, it has reduced to 4,000. In 2001, it was slowly again reduced once, but now it has come up. Okay. So then see, Egypt is there, Kenya is there, Mauritius is there. You just see in Nigeria is there, South Africa is there, Sudan is there, Tanzania, plus other countries. So maximum visitors, foreign tourist arrivals from these countries, Egypt, Kenya, Mauritius, Nigeria, South Africa. Yeah, South Africa, we have lot of tourists coming from South Africa. In the year 2017, it was 57,000 plus. In 2018, it's 58,000. Then 2019, it is 57,000. After that, again, it has reduced. Even from Nigeria, we have reduced. So this is, what is the percentage change and percentage share, everything. So this information I will gather from Ministry of Tourism 2020. Now, this is about the history of maps. The Romans were the first ones who pioneered the use of road maps, because they were the first one to travel, and the Egyptians also made maps. And in 1767, the Survey of India, which was which was established basically to help the East India Company, that is the British company, in conducting topographical studies. So by the end of 19th century, all the country was mapped. So these are different types of maps. We study in schools, and especially in the primary sections, even in the secondary levels, we study about the different types of maps and what is the purpose of those maps. They give information about continents, about the different continents, 7 continents. We have different countries, the rivers, the cities, as well as other features. And usually, when all these maps are in the form of books called atlas. Now we also do have some special maps as well as the thematic maps, which gives information on particular aspects such as the rainfall, population distribution, climatic condition, etc. And these maps are further divided into, like we read in a school level. We have political maps, physical maps, tourist maps, road maps, railway maps, and air maps. What we studied all this in the subject called geography. We studied in a secondary level also. We have this subject geography. So there we were, we have to learn about the different countries. In the examinations, we were given different maps, and we were given a map that was in the exam, and we have to identify where is Nigeria, where is India, which is the largest river in the world. We have to map it. Then where is the Sahara Desert, then Savannah. So these all we know. So that was basically political maps. It gives information about political boundaries, as well as it shows the international boundaries, state boundaries, and then the rivers, lakes. Then we have the physical maps. The physical maps are basically all these mountains and all we can see. Then we have the tourist maps. This tourist map shows all information required for the tourist. And road maps, different types of roads, the networking system, how the roads are being networked. I have told you in one of my classes, like, we have national highways, we have state highways, we have district highways, we have village roads and all. So village roads are not there on the road maps, but these are all the there on the road map. And even if you have this Google map, you can easily, suppose if you want to go to a place, maybe 100 kilometers, so you just write the name of the place and you can, Google map will help you to track the and track the road. Okay. Then there are the railway maps, and this provides railway network along with the gauge and the tracks. Then we do have the air route maps, and we have different airlines going from which country to which countries. Then there are so many airports in the country, but some are domestic airports, some are international airports. Domestic airports are basically from
Ma,
yes,
Ma,
tell me. Hmm.
today's the volume is too low. Can you speak up? It's
Volume is
not prop. It's not properly audible. Can you
okay.
speak up,
1 minute,
please?
1 minute. Okay. One second, 1 minute. Wait, just a minute. My voice is, wait, let me just, is it audible? Is it audible now?
It is audible. Yeah, it is.
Okay, okay, okay. Maybe like I maybe have to increase my volume. Okay, 1 second, 1 minute. You can see the slide. The slide is visible. Presentation.
Yes.
Okay, okay. So then yes, I was talking about those air route maps. We have domestic airports as well as international airports. Domestic airports are basically, where the cities of different countries are being connected, and there are different airlines like Air India. We have Indigo. These are the airlines. Then some of international airports are there, where you have flights to different countries. Like usually the metros of a country are they are having international airports. So I have just shown you some pictorials like with photos. This is a physical map. This is a political map in the Indian National Highway Network map. We have the railway network map of India. Then it's Travel India. These are the different states of the country, and which is known for its monuments, which is known for its national parks. Then there are, the heritage buildings, then which is known for its flora and fauna. So all these will get in Travel India map. Then there is this is the domestic and international airports. Okay. Then coming the map language and terminology. So basically scale, we do have the scale. Scale is a ratio of the distance between any 2 points on the map corresponding to the actual distance on the ground. And map scales are expressed in words and figures, and when they are expressed in linear scale also, then well as in numerical or representative fractions, which I'll be showing you in the next. But before that, just few things like, there are also symbols on the map. Just there are different symbols. Like, they have tried to show some. Where is the you have festivals and all. Where you have temples, monuments. Like we have Gateway of India, we have the India Gate. So these are been shown on the maps. So those are various symbols where you have churches, where you have temples. If you wanted to visit a city and you wanted to know, even the the district maps are there, the state maps are there. If you wanted to visit a state and you wanted to know where are the churches are there, so you can easily find out. The symbols are there. Churches, temples, then nearby post office, hospitals, then market, market building, then there's airports, etc. mentioned it, and with different colors, so it would be very easier to identify. Then these are the types of charts we can express through the different types of charts, like whether it's a pie chart or whether it's a bar chart. Yes.
Excuse me.
Huh, tell me,
We
tell me.
can't hear you. We can't hear you.
Sorry, you can't hear me.
Yeah.
Is it audible? I mean, now can you hear?
It is visible, but not audible enough. I don't. I think. Sure. Can somebody hear her, please?
Caesar, can you hear me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Okay, so maybe I'll just increase my volume on. Now, is it audible properly?
Yes, ma.
Okay, so some issues always are there, exist. So anyway, we are now on the types of charts. You can express through pie chart, then you can express
It
through
is
bar
audible,
chart.
but the reflection going on getting low.
Yes,
That's why.
sorry.
That is what we are complaining.
Yeah, it's kind
As
of
the lecture is going on
distortion.
and on,
Yeah, it's
it
sounding
starts
bump.
getting low.
Mm, 1 minute, just a second. Um, it's on 100%. I have speakers on 100. I don't know why it is not. Kabiru, can you hear me? Is it audible?
Yes,
Or
ma'am, I can hear
okay,
you. I can
achha.
hear you.
Hamza is who is finding difficulty. I can just request you just log out and then you again log in. Okay, that can
Okay,
be
ma.
just try. Okay, 1 minute. So, we were discussing about the types of charts. Like we have this pie chart and they follow patterns of representation where relative quantities are shown by areas of a sector or circle. Now, suppose I wanted to show the gender-wise distribution of FTAs in India. FTAs means foreign tourist arrivals in India. This was in 2021. So you can easily find, the blue one is the male and the orange one is the female. So this FTAs in India through gender-wise distribution during 2021. Then Then we do have the bar charts. The bar chart, this is in the form of rectangular bars, and they mainly to show totals or percentage of shares. Then FTS from different regions of the world they arise. See, you can see here. I have just tried to find out, FTS in India from different regions during 2019 to 2021. So 2019 is in blue color, 2020 is in red color, and 2021 is in a different, you can say like this is a different, I mean, little bit brownish color and all. So they have shown it in South Asia, how much, what was the FTAs in South Asia, from South Asia. Then you have from Western Europe, you have from East Asia, then you have from Africa also. See that Africa is quite less, but yes, they have shown all the what was the FTAs in 2019 in the year, what was the FTAs arrivals in 2020, and what was the FTA in 2021. Different countries and different I mean different years, 3 years. So this is how, with the help of informations, whatever you collect, you can just when you project it through the charts, and it becomes very easier. Instead of me writing it, instead of anyone writing 3,000 guest tourists were there or 4,000 tourists were there, you can, if you just show it on this through the charts, it would be easier for, I mean, it would be, once you show it reflected through the charts, then it would be easier to understand. And these are some climatic graph, that shows the weather conditions by bar graph or line graph. Now, the radial graph is a presentation of data in the form of concentric circle of varying radius. Okay, and the tourism professionals must have knowledge regarding the map reading. As I told you, in school we have learned about these maps and all. So even in colleges, if you wanted to do some specialization in the subject of geography, then you can learn all these. You can do, but we just take interest only when we wanted to know something or want to collect some information. But otherwise, also, if you are a tourism professional, you should always have informations on these ideas, because you should know. Suppose tomorrow you become a tour operator, and you will find maximum tourists. You have a liaison with the African country, so mostly you try to get all the African groups. So you should know, you should have all the informations about India, and you should be able to reciprocate those information, because they might be having lot of queries. Okay, so you should be able to reciprocate this. So that is very important. So this is about what we learned so much. Now this is tourism marketing. Now, tourism marketing is very important. Okay? So if you ask what is marketing, then basically marketing means like achieving the organization's goals or the objectives by identifying the needs of the consumers. Here the consumers or the tourists. So marketing helps to match the organization's human, financial, and physical resources with the wants and demands of the customers, along with maximum economic and efficiency. Now, marketing especially deals with defining the market for the organization's products. Then you need to determine the needs, the behavior of the customers. You have to produce products that satisfy their needs. Then you have to decide the ways to how to reach the customers. You can reach the customers through social media. You can reach the customers through emails. You can reach the customers through brochures and digital marketing. And you have to communicate the product that will be, the products that you are selling and what is the availability. So basically, when we talk about tourism marketing, it is marketing. This tourism marketing is a collective name given to the various strategies that is being developed by the organizations to fulfill the needs and demands of the tourism industry. Okay, and this usually this includes the hotels, the other forms of accommodation, the cruise lines, the airlines, and you have the car rentals, you have the restaurants, you have entertainment venues, you have travel agents, tour operators. So they are the one who does basically the marketing. Okay, and of course you can reach the customers or the consumers. As I said, like different digital technologies are available in the marketing. Even you can take the help of content writing. Suppose you visit a place, then you start writing on the content. You share on the. You can do blogging. You can share on the website. You know, or you can upload the videos or reels on the social media handles like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can do also. In this way, you can communicate different product features that is available to you. So you should always remember the most effective utilization of these resources is possible through application of marketing concepts. So marketing is a very, very significant word where basically you have to apply different strategies so that you can reach your consumer, your tourists. Okay, and always remember there are five, when you market a product, the five vital components of tourism system. You should remember the five A's. One is I told you, one is the accessibility, the other is the attraction, the other is the accommodation, fourth one is the amenities, and the last one is the activity. What is the activities involved? Now you have to link the customer who is the core to process, practices, and activities. And market the practices of the it brings in a very originate market. Hello, I think there was a network issue, right? There was a network issue. Can you hear me? Uh, Kaveri, there was a network issue, right?
Yes, ma'am. We have a very poor network here.
Well, you just, suddenly, I think it was from my side. Just a minute, huh? 1 minute.
Okay.
One sec. Just tell me, whether it is visible or not. Is it audio is visible, video is visible, your PPT?
No, ma'am, it is not visible. Yeah, now it is visible.
Okay, fine. Acha, just tell me because I don't know. Suddenly this went off. Power went off.
Okay, no
Huh.
problem.
Did I? You were able to understand marketing mix?
Yes, where with you, marketing
Uh,
mix. I don't know if you can just continue from the marketing mix
yes,
as well.
yes. I'll continue with the marketing mix. That would be. Sorry for this interruption. Right.
No
So,
problem.
see, whenever you have any issues, just let me know. Right. Um,
Okay.
okay. So, marketing mix, there are usually seven P's of this marketing mix. The seven P will be product, the price, the promotion, place, people, process, and physical evidence. The product is the product you are selling. Can include this design, its quality, the feature which providing lot of features. Where you will be selling the destination. So yes, products will be rooms, the destination, the restaurants, the travel agents will be selling car rental services. So yeah, it should be appearing, it should be very appealing. The packaging should be properly made. Like if you design a tour package, so the tour package is a product. So it should be properly designed. Okay. So sometimes we should also ensure, sometimes you may have some repairs, maintenance, replacement. So all this keep on taking place at the product level. Then comes the price. Basically, price means the basic price or the discounts or the rebates, the installment facilities and delivery systems that are being provided. As I told you, if I book a flight in the month of if I book now in the month of February that I wanted to go to Mauritius in the month of March, the the flight fare that I will be getting will be much higher if I book a flight for Mauritius in the month of June. Because in the June, I mean, the period is quite, another 4 months from now. So you have the two, especially the airlines, they offer various discounts, various packages. Sometimes you might have been seeing, it's coming on your mails, coming on your WhatsApp, messages. You fly with this travel, you'll be getting different rates. You visit our destination, you'll be getting this. So this and everyone, whenever you see discount is being offered to you always feel very happy. That's the tendency of the human being in general. So people, so that is the best way to attract the consumer, the tourists. Whether you include a concession or basic price, and as I told you, depends on the demand. And of course, if you see there's not much demand during the off season, you can always do some discounts on the packages. So that would usually attract the tourist. So that is all about the price. Coming to promotion, promotion is vast. It includes advertising, the publicity and media choices, frequency of exposure, and public relations, and different types of campaigns that are being held, different types of exhibitions through which you promote your destination, display your there. Hmm. Able to see? You're able to see this? Able to hear me?
Yes, you can hear you,
Okay.
and the PPT is visible.
Mhm. Okay. So, when we talk about the promotion of the destination is very important. Okay? When you have the place, include retail outlets, the transportation, the inventory levels, and processing also over there. Okay? In case of services, there are three additional things are also included. That is the people, that's the process, that is the physical factors. So when we talk about people, these people include the tour guide, the customer service representatives, and then we have the booking agents who directly interacts with the customer. But they need to be highly trained, highly knowledgeable, official about the product and the service. So then comes the process. The process is basically right from the customer starts his tour, till he completes his tour. That is what is the process basically. That is where he starts the tour in the sense like he starts creating hotel room bookings. He decides how the mode of transport has to be there. He prepares all this. Okay, so that is when he has to ensure that everything goes seamless, convenient, and finally, when he completes the thing, it has to be ensured that it was a very satisfied thing, it was a convenient and seamless as possible. So all this takes place in the process. This is known as process. So then comes the physical factors. What do you mean by the physical factors? That is basically physical evidence. Physical evidence helps to convert the potential customer. So this, it could be the website designs, it could be the virtual tools, it could be the employee uniforms, it could be the brochures, then other marketing materials and souvenirs, promotional materials, or tour operators. So this is what is physical evidence is all about. So you should know, the communication is very important in the tourism industry. First, you need to create, you need to communicate, you need to deliver, and then come the feedback. So this is what this is all this physical, the process is that it is involved. So you should, whenever you wanted to market a product, you have to ensure first you have to create, you have to communicate, you have to deliver, and then you have to take the feedback form. Once you have the feedback form, then you would be able to know whether there was any lacuna existing. It can be lacuna exists and how you should resolve it. So this is what is very important. Okay. Now coming to the segmentation and target market. What do you mean by segmentation? Basically, target markets and segmentation. There will be differences in needs, behavior, or demographics are used to identify the segments. So, segmentation is done on the basis of any of the following. It could be geographic, it could be demographic, it could be psychographic, it could be the buying behavior. So when I talk about geography, it includes the region, it includes the district, it includes the specific density of the population, economy. So these are units of geographic. That is, in terms of demographic, that is the family size, religion, sex, income, occupation, education. What is your the age group, which is the age group which is visiting the destination maximum. So suppose if you take the example of pilgrimage tourism. Usually, sometimes what happens, you'll find for the pilgrimage tourism, the pilgrims who are visiting, they are usually about the age of 55 or 65. But a place like Goa, where it's full of beaches and all, which is a very happening tourist destination of a country, you'll find all youngsters visiting there. Youngsters, honeymooners, and especially who are in the college, because it brings up once when you are in when you are in the college, once in the college, they always plan to visit Goa. Whether it has been fulfilled or not is a different question, but they always plan, when they are studying medical or engineering and when they are in the college life, they go once we should plan to go to Goa. So this is like, it's a very happening city, okay, full of beaches and all romantic areas. So the demographic also influences a lot. Then you come the psychographic. Psychography basically is a value system, that is a lifestyle, the personality types are there. Then the buying behavior, that is the frequency, volumes, delivery requirement, these are the needed. The tourist markets may be segmented on the basis of these are criteria. What are the criteria? Place of origin of tourists, then the destination that are going to involve, the purpose of the tour, then there is the economic status, you know, some may be a budget class tourist, some may be a very elite class of tourists, so you should see all this. Then there are demographic characteristics, as I told you, your male, female, what is your age group. Then come your preference of stay, whether you wanted to stay, whether you want to stay for only for the weekend or it's for the official purpose, or whether it's for 3 nights, 4 days. and the preference of travel. What will be the mode of travel? So tourist market may be segmented on the basis of this seven criteria, that is place of origin of tourists, the destinations, the purpose of tour, the economic status, the demographic characteristics, the preference of stay and the preference of travel. And comes the service products. The service product, which is very important. Service products are different from the goods in five major characteristics. They are like intangibility, inseparability, heterogeneity, perishability, and ownership. When we talk of intangibility, one cannot see, hear, smell, touch, or measure a service performed. It can only be experienced from the produce. And application of knowledge and making universe intangible. Example, education. I cannot show you how educated I am. So, but yes, I can give you information. So these are all intangible things, education, information, concentration. Then comes inseparability, like production and consumption of the services take place at the same time. Production and consumption cannot be separated. And product exists only when the consumption takes place. Example, teaching learning. Okay? Teaching is production, learning is consumption. They happen together. If I am teaching, it is production. You are learning, it is consumption. It is happening side by side. Together it's happening. This cannot be separated. These are inseparable. Then comes heterogeneity. What do you mean by heterogeneity? Services is experience, behavior, consistent quality. It varies from person to person. Okay? Like varies modeling with facilities, mechanics may be experienced and they may be competent enough to do a particular job that has been given to them. So while working, mechanic decision is perfect, it cannot be guaranteed. If he is distant, quality of work will also be of the poorer quality. Something called perishability that I told you. Perishability is basically in the earlier classes. Perishability is like the supply of services cannot be stored for future use. For example, if you wanted to fly in an aircraft, okay, you have to fly today itself. Suppose suppose there are 100 flights in an aircraft. If one flight is one visit is not good, then the revenue from the flight set is being lost for that particular day. So supply of services here it cannot be stored for future. We have to utilize today itself to generate the revenue. So what is not sold cannot be carried forward as stocks to be sold. For example, the seats in aircraft, rail, car, hotel rooms, if not occupied, it perishes. Then comes ownership. Buyer only acquires the right to certain benefits. So no ownership passes from seller to buyer in a service. Okay. For example, we have this example like during treatment, doctor's knowledge does not pass to patient. Patient is entitled to benefit of the doctor's knowledge. So these are the product in tourism. The needs of tourism are created by three main ingredients. Like beside I told you like time you should know that attraction things to see, whether it's the beaches, whether it's the flora or the culture of a particular area or the snow-clad mountains. Then you have the facilities that provides comfort like the accommodation, the cuisine of that particular area, the facility that is the provided by the guide and so on. Then you have the accessibility, that is formalities in reaching the places, your mode of transport if you're visiting to a different country, the passport details, the visa, the customs involved. So remember that tourist product is a complex one. And some of the tourist services are tied to tangible and intangible elements. An evaluation is very personal and cannot be measured or seen or verified for correctness. It can be measured through your satisfaction level. Right? Then you come to the product. You are able to see. I mean, is it audible?
Yes, it is somehow edible, but it fluctuates.
Sorry, slide.
It is it is fluctuating. It is just like a network problem.
Okay, okay, I see. It's fluctuating. No? But slides, you can see the slides, right?
Yes, of course. Slides clearly.
Okay.
Please, can you just go back to this previous slide?
Acha. Hmm. Yes.
The tourism. Yeah, that's attractions, facilities, accessibility. Okay, that's okay.
Okay, okay. Plus, you have another two which I haven't told you, but I have told you attractions, accessibility. Then you have the other five A's are there. You know, I've already discussed with all you. That is accommodation, accessibility, attraction, amenities, and the activities. Okay.
Okay.
Now, now you come to the product design. Your product is your destination. Your product is the accommodation. So you need to design it. So determining the features of the product and the benefits that will provide to the user. The service products are there. Service product is not a physical entity. So product will create another experience for the customer and stay in the destination. The tourism product will be developed with franchises and manufactured. So what are the steps involved in developing a service product? There is the benefit concept, there is the service concept, there is the delivery system. When you talk about the benefit concept, determine what consumer values as benefits. There is a service concept, determine which of these benefits to be offered. Then there is a delivery system, it includes the forms and level of benefits to be offered and the arrangements for delivery. So services are provided, we know the services are being provided by people, physical facilities means brochures, then you have the tour operators, websites, because you go to different websites, you come to, so these are all physical facilities. Then upgradation level of services by taking services outside the premises, and services must be rendered at all times as accepted. Now you have to position this service. That is also very important. So creating an image about the product in the customer's mind is very essential. So you need to create an image about the product in the customer's mind. Whether the customer will always, as I told you, they will go through the reviews, they will consult people through operators, tour operators, who design the tour packages for them. He will do some negotiating, he will do some bargaining, whether to buy or not to buy. Because this whether to buy or not to buy is influenced very much by positioning. Customer distinguish one product from another on the basis of distinct characteristics. An image of the destination may be affected by sudden disturbances. Such destinations are avoided by the police, like terrorism and all something. So that has to be avoided. Now you have to do a market research. There are different types of research design. How to obtain the data, whether through surveys, through questionnaires, or other through interviews or focus group observation, and records and documents which you can collect from different websites, from different journals, newspapers, magazines. These are. So market research is a process of systematically gathering the information, analyzing it, evaluating data relating to the market. So it is answer to specific questions and generate general information regarding the market. So market analysis is based on size, spread of the area, growth, what is the revenue that is being generated. Your rivals means your competitors. Who are your competitors? That also you should know. You are a tour operator and your friend is also a tour operator. So you should find out what are the offers he has to the potential tourist. So rivalry is always there, but there should be a healthy rivalry. In consumer research, like you should find about the consumers. What are their profiles, whether they are students or whether they are employees or whether they are entrepreneurs. You should find their profiles. their needs, their habits. That is the consumer research. Then you have to do some products and price study. So regarding the available products and price, then you have to do promotion and sales research. You have to do customer, what is the whether the customer reacts, what is the effectiveness of the sales force you have. Then comes the distribution, that is the facilities for stocking and shelf space, etc. And evaluation, you have to find into the looking at the customer satisfaction. That is, you have to find to the customer satisfaction. That is, you get to the general feedback. Whether they are happy right from the beginning of the trip till the completion of the trip. Then you can evaluate. From their reviews, you can ensure some. You should work on this parameters so that the customers are satisfied in their next visit. So decision of research design includes, like the purpose of the study, the choice of the sample, that is on a number of, what is the population here, the choice of samples is number of customers, number of consumers, number of students, the nature of data to be collected, whether it's a primary source or whether it is a secondary source, then method of data collection, how would you collecting through questionnaires, through interviews, then it can be through, your Google questionnaires you can find, then through observation, then through records and documents. So basically these are secondary, but all these surveys, questionnaires, observation, these are like usually three primary ones. Then you have to obtain data. From where would you obtain the data? One is from the tourism department, that is a member of government. Then you can directly discuss with the tourists. You can observe the customers at the premises. Then observe and you can have discussion with the visitors. Then the attitude, the image perception, and the awareness studies. These are also being involved. Then comes the advertisement and other media studies and study of usage patterns. I just want to say, like there is something first we need to create, then we need to communicate, we need to deliver and feedback. This is very important because communication is also very important because it occurs in three ways. One is the external, another is the internal, and another is the word of mouth. When we talk about communication external, the service providers use communication channels to promote the tourism product to the consumer. Internet directly with the consumers, that is you directly interact. Third one is the word of mouth. The tourists share their experience with others. And there is something called, SWOC. You all might be aware of, that is the strength. That is then the W stands for your weakness, O stands for the opportunities, and C stands for the challenges. So these are you face in the tourism industry. Like these, you can say analysis of tourism. What are your strengths? That is your strengths in your varied culture, vast geography, then with wild animals, forests, flora, fauna, then deserts, mountains, mountains. These are your strengths, their destination. Then what are your weakness? Weakness can be the lack of infrastructure, mode of transport doesn't have. That is your strength. Then comes opportunities. Maybe if you have a destination where you have a world-class hotel, a star category hotel, then you have airports, then you have started the Go Green initiatives. These are the opportunities, that is 40. And last comes the challenges. Challenges, you can say these are also the threats, but now we don't say threats, we say it's challenges. The reason is there is economic slowdown, there is terrorism, but you should know how to face those situations, how to handle those situations. So that is what is very important in the tourism industry. Okay, so next come as we are talking about the research. The research will be either quantitative or qualitative study, and research will be done on the continual basis or periodically, and it helps in designing long-term policies because once you are aware of the happenings, you are aware of the needs and demands of the tourists, we can also form policies. Okay, that is being taken care of at the higher level, but yes, then you research need careful analysis and evaluation. So experts can be hired to conduct this market research. Now we have a lot of consultants, research analysts who are doing all this work. Like suppose you become a tour operator, so you can always get the help of those research research analyst who does stuff. He gives you all the data, collects information, and they you are the experts in doing research. So remember that marketing research helps in developing future policies. So it requires thorough understanding and the interpretation of measured data. Now, tourism marketing. Tourism marketing, that is how you promote this. Promotion refers to the set of activities that communicate about the product to the prospective and existing customer. Promotion can be through communication because it is an element of marketing. And why promotion is very important because it helps to inform the prospective customers and the potential customers about the product that the producer. It also informs the existing customers about the changes in the products. It generates interest in the offer. It persuades prospective customers to try the product and persuade existing customers to continue the use of products. As I told you, suppose all of you are able to, is it audible?
Yes, it is audible.
Okay,
It's audible.
okay. In between, I have to ask, okay. So what happens sometimes? Suppose, as I tell you, you are flying by airline. So on your you give your contact number. So on your WhatsApp group, the message comes from that airline. How was your flight? Please assist us with your feedback. So you give them the feedback. So this is they are able to know what is your interest, if you have any some suggestions and most welcome. And slowly you feel that creates a special vibe within the customer. The they are taking care of, so this has to be there. So you should always persuade the existing customer to continue the use of the products. And how can you communicate? You can communicate through advertisement, through personal selling, through publicity, sales promotion, and public relations. Okay. Now, see, these are the promotional events, taking place in different countries. Now, we have these road shows in different states of the country, even in different countries. Our Ministry of Tourism hold these road shows. They not hold, they participate in these road shows. Then, how you promote. So, promotion can maybe country as a whole, specific locations and destinations, specific activities or services. Then there are tour packages, then accommodation or food. And what are the main decision to make in promotion planning? What are the objectives of promotion? What is your objective? What is your goal? You want to develop your area. You want that more tourists to visit your destination, and it would result not only in revenue generation, but it could also result in generating employment. Okay. So, and of course, you have choice of meals, and a lot of options are available. Then you can do selection of media. Then you can, the campaign should be very, very demanding, which would attract the tourists. So this has to be, when you promote any destination, this all should be included in your promotion plan. See, these are the different types of events. Then we have the different types of events. Events take place in normal days, or especially they are organized to highlight some of the unique aspects of the country, area, or people. And tourists are attracted to such events. All these, as I told you, like Durga Puja, we all it's a yeah, and it's a great big festival of the West Bengal. You know, so what are the advantages in an event for tourism? Tourist traffic increase and generate income to people, and various organizations come together to cooperate in the marketing campaigns. And of course, there's a lot of souvenirs that helps in generating income, especially the local crafts. They are also being enhanced. They are, different organizations are there. They are trying to showcase all those local crafts through different modes, through various social handles. And this would help in generating business years after years. Advertising is also very important. This is we have this from Ministry of Tourism, Government of India, Incredible India, Visit India year 2020. This is the campaign and logo, and this has been basically This government of India has, this logo was officially branded and promoted in the year 2002. So, and this is the logo what our country, follows and has developed and follows, and so is Incredible India. So, whenever you are wanting to advertise for something, whether it's a destination or whether it's a product, there should be some tag lines, that should give some ambiguous message, and that should have a depth, the level of service, and you should ensure that it emphasizes on benefits, not much on technical details. But yes, whatever is promised has to be delivered. That is very important. And you can, it should not be written like too much write-ups should not be there, but you can always showcase it through different symbols, through different photographs, and through image, themes, formats, and so while going for advertisements, you should emphasize on all these parameters. That is the objective. What is that is objective? That is what is your goal? What is your mission? And who is your target audience? And the period of campaign. How long you'll be campaigning for this particular event? Then what is the scope? How it generate? Then it should be cost effectiveness and what are the timings? And there should be media, theme, image, copy to use. That should be always there. And you should always try to create something new. Then publicity, we always, India is a country of diverse festivities, So, sometimes you have live darshans of some event. So, how would you come to know about all this? Through the different types of publicity. That can be press releases, press conferences, then the conducted visits, you have presentations, PowerPoint presentations, and sometimes you have briefings, maybe informal briefings, and sometimes you have sponsored articles. So publicity should be carried by the media, and the activities and messages should be interesting. They should be interesting, very eye-catching, timely, accurate, and newsworthy. Then, if you want to sell a product, you should have a passion, you should have a vision for that, you should be a good storyteller because you have to, because journey, you have to be a good storyteller. How was your journey? Was it very interesting? And you can always upload on your social medias. Then the service, deliver the service, it should have some value and it should be built. You have to build trust with your consumers and show them what it's like, working with them, or you have rendered the service that's very important, that is very significant to your country, that would help for the economic benefit of the country. Okay, then there should be a proof. Well, like you should have some reviews, you should let the clients also speak, So this is what like proofing is about. Then behind this essence, like we all love transparency. That is what is required. So take your customers behind the scenes and show them your process, how it is in progress. Suppose if you want to develop a new destination, and you can always tell your customers about those behind the scenes. And if you have any, and always problems keep on coming up, but you have to have a solution. So pinpoint the problem and then offer the solution. It's all about showing empathy and offering help. Okay, so that is very, so you should have a professional mindset on this. Okay, so and these are some public relations, like we have all these journals, newsletters from UNESCO and all. So public relations seeks to shift the people towards sympathy from hostility, acceptance from prejudice, interest from apathy, and knowledge from ignorance. This is very important. So you should always know without the support of the public, an organization cannot grow. So you have to ensure that they are being satisfied. Then you have to do personal selling. That is, if every individual is a salesperson himself or herself, you have to you have to first identify the issues, you have to attain knowledge, you have to approach it, you have to do a sales promotion, you should make presentation, You should then close the cells. After closing the cells, you should also follow up. That is what is very essential. Data collection and updating prospects is also very important. You should contribute towards it. You should have a, I mean, you should really, there's always a gap between the producers and the consumer. And you should try to bridge the gap. That is what is very essential. And there should something, don't be so artificial. You should be something very, very natural. So think for themselves and understand the products of their needs and respect their view. That is what is very important. And to be a good salesperson, you should be very sensitive to the reality of the situation and try to adjust, understand, and have empathy with the customers. Be reliable, be friendly, demand services from organizations on behalf of the customers. And merchandising, that is that takes place within the unit or called activity that takes place within the unit are called merchandising. And you should merchandising to make the customers with the premises have a memorable experience, and you should want to avail of those facilities which are on offer or income. So you should always remember that tourism service providers have the opportunity for merchandising, and merchandising depends upon the display of skills as well as the materials, and it must be done before the tour starts, before the tour commences. So that was all about today's discussion we had, and you should always remember that tourism in any country thrives on clean city. That is very essential. Tourism is a necessary trade, but it is also essential trade. Okay, and you should travel because travel makes one modest. And you see what a tiny place you occupy in the world. So that was all from my side in today's class. Now we have now the it is open to you. The forum is open to you. If you have any questions, you can always, and any queries, you are most likely to ask me. Okay? Yes, I welcome you if you have any queries or if you have any ideas or suggestions that you think, your country should do. And like And of course, I have a suggestion for you. You should, go to this website, Ministry of Tourism Statistics. You should go. You can go at a glance. So, present the 2022 that is available. 2023 is not yet published. So you get all the current information. How many visitors are there? What is their age group? What are the destinations to be covered? When is the right time to visit? You have all statistics. Yes. And
So thank you, ma'am, for the kind gesture for the president of the unit. So the problem today is because
mm.
you are a student. I mean, us we're having here.
Can you just repeat Kaveri once again?
Okay, we're having a network problem here. The network is not favorable.
Okay, okay. No, at
So
my
we
side there
cannot.
is internet issues. Is it from your side also?
Yes,
Okay,
yes, of
okay,
course. It is a general problem.
okay, okay. I see.
So even now, I'm just trying my best to listen attentively so that I can just hear what you are talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So I know some of our colleagues here are even cannot be able to even understand what you are talking about. So I think sharing the PPT will give proper understanding and also help us in just understanding it more better.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think, even though I have some questions, but I cannot be able to, I can say, hear you even when answering my questions. So I can just leave the questions until next class, I mean tomorrow. So
Mm-hmm.
if the network is better, I will
Internet.
just highlight my questions tomorrow.
Okay, okay. No issue. I understand because these technical issues are always there. But yes,
Yes.
what I was just I forgot to mention, like digital marketing is very important in today's world. Also, you can sell your products through digitalization and all, brochures, newsletters, these are always there, okay? But since digital marketing is coming up, so you can always sell the products through digital marketing. That is also very important. I left out on this point, so you can include. And I hope my PPT was fine enough. At least I tried my best so that I could give you a give you some informations relevant to this chapters with some statistics that I have taken from the Ministry of Tourism's statistical book. Okay, and I request you, all of you should go through that statistics, and that would give you a clear picture.
Yes,
Like,
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I
yes,
get you.
I told you, I showed you in this. I just wanted to once again, 1 minute, one second. Uh, sorry, 1 second. I just show you once again. This is, I have just taken a shot of this of this page. That is the national device FTAs in India. FTAs is foreign tourist arrivals in India, and you could see here, from Eastern Europe, from other countries, from Africa, West Asia, South Asia. So Africa, we have a lot of tourists coming, especially from South Africa. Then followed by Mauritius. Then we have Egypt. Sorry, after South Africa, it is followed by Kenya. Then we do have Mauritius, Egypt. So you can see, you can come to know what is the number of tourists that are arriving from your country. So I mean, this is just one snapshot I have taken. There are a lot of other statistics data is available. I would request all of you to kindly go through this, have a read whenever you have your leisure time. You can go through this and have an idea. Right? That is so. That is from all from my side. So anything else? Even I also tried to finish. So basically, you have to reinvent your destination. You understand? You have to reinvent your destination, because with new programs, with new infrastructure, with new facilities. Every day I mean, something new or the other is evolving. So that has to be there, and you should ensure that is being taken care of.
No
Right.
problem, ma'am.
Thank you. So,
Welcome.
okay, Hamza, Ahmed, Muhammad, I hope you all understood what I could deliver in today's. But my voice was not audible, or it was what exactly? Kabir, my voice was audible, or
Yeah, this is it's audible. It's audible.
okay, okay. At times there was some, malfunction, like the net was not there. Again, I have to re-logging, So fine enough. So I wish all of you, hope you all enjoyed the weekend. So another few days left, and whatever that is being, delivered in the class, you should go through, and I would ensure whatever notes, I mean, whatever PPTs you have, you go through that. That has been very simplified and customized within the units. Whatever there is in the unit, I have tried to take and customize it. But at the same time, you should download this Ministry of Tourism, Government of India Statistics Bulletin. Okay, you remember Statistics Bulletin? Then you have lot of information, right?
Okay, ma'am.
So
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much.
okay, so thank you. Let's call it a day off. Okay, and I hope is a happy learning. Okay, okay. Thank you. Take care. Okay,
Thank you.
thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, all of you.
Kai, kai. Kar gaya. Cikin nashi lahiya lafiya?
So much more.